On the previous video, we have obtained the shear resistance of the member as given here, and the shear resistance is compared with the shear loads. It is found to be the ratio less than 1.0. That means the shear resistance of the plate girder is acceptable. However, bear in mind that the checking is only valid for the first segment of the member. Theoretically, we need to check for the other segments one by one to ensure the member are all safe throughout the span. The reason is the shear loads, although it decreases, but the moment increase towards the midspan. And the moment resistance here, it will contribute to the shear resistance of the flank as given in the equation here. However, by looking at the chi factor here, the contributions by the flank is very limited in terms of the shear resistance as compared to the shear resistance contributed by the web. With this, it is likely that when the A is constant 1.75 and the shear resistance, if checked for the first segment is going to pass and the following segment is going to pass as well. The moment increase towards the midspan while the shear load decrease towards the midspan, and the shear resistance of the member reduced towards the midspan. And in comparison with the shear loads, here the shear resistance is considered acceptable. Under the normal circumstances, like the one that I mentioned just now, you may check for the first segment, as the first segment gives you the maximum shear load, and the contributions of the moment to the shear resistance of the flank is actually quite limited. Therefore, you can more or less ignore the other segment. However, to be safe, you are advised to check for the entire segment of the members.